Hey there, welcome back. So I did restart it, and as you can see, I did not do the little square thing at all. I started the game immediately doing a path all the way to Chicago, which was much more profitable. So I was able to get rocking right away. You can see I only did a steel mill here, which I built late. I was getting a little nervous. The steel was actually difficult to get. I had plenty of it, but getting it to the cities was harder. And then I did a couple other things. We did the oil here just like before, but I connected to this wheat field down here and purchased it. And I put a farm right in Chicago. So the as soon as that thing came up, the wheat field that was down here filled up the wheat office. The food filled itself. It actually took a long time because I needed like 30 or 40 food. And then the same challenge as always. I just needed the wood, which was very difficult. I was able to get 2 train loads, and then I just brute forced a lot of it here. And I did not have a warehouse to sell it, so I really brute forced it. Um, and then I made a pathway up the coast to connect Milwaukee, Green Bay, and Marinetta. That actually helped, and this actually might be Marinette. I don't know what it is. Um, and then I also did this. I connected to this wheat field. This is a little ugly, but it works. Um, and I built another farm. So I had another source of food, as you can see here, and I was cranking that food out. And basically, I was able to fully satisfy the food needs of all 3 cities just from trains alone. And the grain, I pretty much did. Green Bay needed like 80 grain. I did build a warehouse here, and I brute forced 22 grain to finish it. But everything else I was able to deliver naturally. I did not make that mistake. So look, I got the three lumber yards, all feeding this one sawmill, and this sawmill was able to provide all the lumber needed for these 2 cities. Not a problem. I changed things up. I used this textile factory here and the sheep farm that was behind it. Remember, I was saying, hey, that thing's all the way in the corner. Well, now that I know I have to connect to Marinette, that was no big deal. I connected to that sheep farm and then just used this textile factory, and this is just naturally there. So that's why you see some of this convoluted stuff. But I basically made a little off path and so delivered textiles to here. I got this coming from Chicago, and then the clothes was a way for me to make money. So I basically have this guy going around delivering clothes to all the cities, and that was a very, very good source of money for me. And I'm sitting at 3 million, but it's only because I just finished all 3 of these at almost the same time. I got a million and a half and a million and a half, and then I can't remember. It was something like 750,000 or something. So I got a lot of stuff. So now I got to get my company value up to 10 million. I'm already at 7.2. Green Bay needs to develop, and Marinette needs to develop. And of course, that just means got to continue using the cities, which I sort of am. I can try to like develop it some more. And one of the things I was planning to do just now, before I hit record, is we're just going to grab 4 coal and feed the beast. Like so. And then down here, we got this farm. And you can see I was going to Wausau, whatever that is. We're not going to go to Wausau. We're going to deliver that to Marinette. And I always forget to do that. I've got to switch it so they're going to Marinette. Oh, and what else? The books. So Green Bay starts the scenario with a printing house. So I made sure that after we built that lumber yard that I was using this. So this has been very actively used, and a very good source of income because Milwaukee was just one skip down, and he needs books. And then by connecting this, I was able to get to Chicago, who also needs books. So it was very easy money that I was able to do quite quickly. And here you can see I got some shirts being delivered right now. And Des Moines, I don't know if they need shirts yet. They haven't needed. Oh, there they are. So the shirts are starting to, as you can see, I'm capping out on them. So what I'm gonna do is when I come back, so when I go buy more, I'm gonna add a new shirt delivery spot. And it's largely because both Milwaukee and Chicago were the only places that consume shirts, and you can see I'm basically full up on both of them. Alright, so I could wait for these two more goods. I'm actually going to just dump him and tell him to go on his way. I have been delivering gas to some cities, but not others. So I have an opportunity here. Pick up some gas. Come back. Get some more gas. They don't need it yet. Who else does? This one should already be getting... Yeah, they got plenty. Alright, so I guess we're just going to be filling Milwaukee right now. Oh look, Green Bay demands kerosene. It happened right now. Jeez Louise. Alright, so we got that going. My revenue is reduced because they snuck in a thing that my passenger ticket prices is cut by 50%. So I have not been making as much money. Thank goodness I just completed those quests. Money has been tight in this mission, largely because I have to just spend so dang much to, aggressively, respond to that crisis. Now that I have this going on and I have the 3 million, I'm just going to start buying these big industries. That's the best way to get my company value up. And then, of course, developing, you could see I'm getting some strong growth. You just got to keep delivering goods and using those towns. So delivering meat and all that other stuff. We got land available in Marinette, as you could see. We already have this here. So I can buy the land. Maybe we can use it for something. Maybe we could start building some clothes here, although I don't need them. But it would get this textile factory pretty active. We could maybe do some furniture because that would be a lot closer. Would have to use some lumber, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and buy those up. Green Bay's got an extra spot too. I don't know what exactly to build here because the only thing Green Bay has is the paper. And there you can see this is one of the things I was doing to deliver grain. I'm actually going to just scrap it. We'll buy that. Oh, there's another one I'm going to scrap. Although, the grain, I guess, could have been nice for a farm of some sort. I could maybe use this logging and try to get because it can be its own source of paper. That's not a bad idea, actually. Oops. So I'm just going to hit apply for now. Let's get the sawmill up. Go down to this guy. Hit apply. Get some repairs going. set this up. I make that mistake all the time. Feed the bear. Set this up. Feed that bear. And we can even put paper there too. Alright, so we got that going. Here, look at this great opportunity. Bing, 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 bing. We're going to sell 20 of them right there. Going to make a crap ton of money. From a researching perspective, consolidation is full. The ones we want are full, but we could just start researching just to get it done. I think there is an achievement for researching everything. Alright, here. I wanted to... So we could do the furniture factory, or we could just do another clothing one, which uses the textiles. I think the clothing one is the better. And in fact, we could do both. And then we could just set this up. Let's fill up the furniture factory first. And then the clothing one. Now all of a sudden, I need textiles everywhere. This one, looks like we got a meat one going here. So we're going to go ahead and deliver to there. That'll get some growth going. Marinette needs shirts. So where do I got this one going to? He's going to Milwaukee. So what we're going to do... Man, I wish I could have... Milwaukee's full. That's the thing. So if we come down here, he's full up on shirts. So I guess we're going to add one more run here. And then we're going to deliver to Marinette. And then we're going to tell it to go to Marinette right now. I never bought this sheep farm, so let's go ahead and do that. I need to get lumber. Looks like I got plenty of lumber sitting here, so let's go buy some. Alright, Green Bay no longer demands paper. That's just fine. Now we can sell directly to ourselves. Make a crap ton of money right there. Marinette no longer demands textile. Sort of okay. We got plenty of other places to put it at the moment. Can't sell... Oh, T33 is no longer usable. So what should I have him do? We can come down here. Let's see. There we go. We can have 5 of those. There we go. He's going to be waiting a while. Actually, I don't even need the Des Moines one to run anymore. This is an interesting one. Let's not go to Des Moines. Let's just go there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, look, he's got 11 wood. Sometimes if I reroute trains and I make a mistake, they may go back to the source, and what they do is they just pick up another set of goods, and then they end up having double the goods, and they just lip along because they can barely move. Alright, so we got them rolling along. Nope. Nope. In order to get this value up, I'm just going to keep buying stuff. I mean, it sort of seems weird because if you're buying something, you're just spending the cash you already have, which should be counting towards your company value. But if you buy something that starts to accumulate goods, then your company value does go up. What else can I buy? That furniture factory over here would be a possible candidate. Like here you can see I'm full up on steel, but I don't know what to do with the steel at the moment. It's not like I need tools. I mean, I could sell tools to these cities, but right now my quests are to develop Green Bay and Marinette and increase my value, and right now I guess Green Bay does need tools. So we can come down here to Chicago. Like for example, I don't need the warehouse anymore. See, the problem is it needs lumber. Lumber is so hard to come by. I don't know if I need 3 of them. It would be nice to have. I mean, I could kill the whiskey refinery. It's not like, I mean, it is my only whiskey refinery I have. I could deliver the grain here. What happened to my train that's doing the grain? Oh, I bet I sent him on another mission. Alright. I don't need the oil refinery anymore. I could probably sell that. Yeah, see here, I got like all this paper and nothing to do with it. And just go up and sell it at Marinette. Now, one thing you rarely see me do, if ever, when you're doing routes, there is this add a station and you can pick it from a list. So, like, I could go and pick Chicago, and I don't have to do this, where I'm scrolling across the map. Because, like, I know I'm going to go to Des Moines. I know I'm going to go to Chicago. I just forget to do it. And it's just a habit to scroll the map. Alright, so I'm researching the crap out of this. I have 481 days. I am the most valued company, but this basically, it's just a timer. It's going to go out. These other companies, let's check on them. I do enjoy this. Um, he has done. Look, he's gotten a level 4 building or a level 5. He's upgraded his headquarters. And same here. He's got his headquarters up. Not a single track laid. And I promise you, if you don't do that trick, they go bonkers. They are very aggressive with their track laying. Alright, so we got this guy delivering meat and it's full. Oh, I better buy that because he keeps selling to Oshkosh. That's also happening here. These guys are selling. Yeah, there's certain things that you would normally see me buy that I didn't even bother buying just because it was no big deal. And I actually have a large source of lumber right here. I totally forgot about that. So there was this one here. See, he's still sitting in Des Moines waiting for a free track. I don't need him to go to Wausau. He can go to Green Bay. So their strength of growth is down. Now another thing we can do is we could start jamming in. I need another connection if I'm not going to be having a train running back and forth like that. Oh, look at that. I got another piece of land for sale. And so Green Bay's just growing like mad. So let's go build Lambeau Field here. I honestly don't know what else to build. Rapid River even got new land. Look at this. They're both full and it's building up. I don't know why I'm getting a discount. Interesting. Just build our own tool factory. I don't know what else I could do. I mean, it looks like... Oh, there we go. We got a little bit of growth in Marinette. I mean, we're pretty darn close for both of these. We're down to 400 days. The value is going up. I think it's just because I'm making more and more money. That's all I can do. Look at this. That's completely full of lumber. What's going on? I'm selling lumber to Marinette. That's supposed to be the furniture factory. Yeah, this dude selling meat. I have the other one selling meat here, where he was supposed to be. Alright, I'm trying to get the growth going here. I'm doing as much as I can. 381 days. Let's speed it up. Do I even have HR? No, I don't. Yeah, like look at this. I never even got the finance department. I guess we'll at least get a level 1. Let's make passenger transport profit go up. Cost of research down. That's really all I need. Alright, Marinette development is complete. They no longer demand paper, so that guy delivering the paper needs to find somewhere else to go. It's another 400 points. Excellent, eh? Reliability is done. So their development is good. We now need Green Bay's development to get better. Some clothes would help. Maybe some furniture. A lot of demand for furniture right now. And then this we're going to sell to ourselves. New land in Merrill. What do we got going on in Merrill? It's just another... Here we go. Company value up. Green Bay development done. Done. Everything's done. All we're doing is waiting for time to run out now. And I'm just cranking out some research. Somebody's been doing nothing for so many days. Oh yeah, Mr. Paper. Sometimes it's hard to find cities that need paper. Nobody does. This printing press does, but I'm not connected to it, and I don't want to because that's the enemy. I'm going to go ahead and scrap the train. Ooh, Green Bay now demands weapons. I'm not really interested in producing much more. I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm back. I actually went and took a bio break, but I let the game run the whole time, so that way you didn't have to stay bored. I'm basically just putting researchers until I get to around 100 days. I actually have a surplus of tools right now. Everybody's demanding weapons. Thing is, Des Moines, do you have... What do they do? There we go. Yeah, I don't really have words. I'm just waiting for it to run out. And maybe seeing if we can have enough time for our guys to... And now we got a lubricant delivery. I also, as you can see, I didn't go north. I left this whole area alone. That should be the lubricants right there. There we go. Got plenty of people, that's for sure. I should have set up two highways, but that was one of the compromises I had to make. I couldn't afford to set up two highways because I needed to get lumber going ASAP. And it did work out because I think when I did those three contracts, I was at about 140 days left. So I did have some comfortable amount of time. How many days we have now? 57. So I need to get this shorter than 57. I don't think I'm going to get this one shorter than 57. So, excelente. I know a lot of this is just watching the time go by. My apologies there. It is a little boring. But I can't tell you how much fun it is to plan this out to accomplish the mission. So yeah, now I'm at the spot where okay, fine, let's get to the end. But the steps it took to get to here is as fun as it gets. Like if a board game was this fun, I would play it all the time. They're just not. And it's to the credit of a computer. Why do people not play with abacuses and stuff like that anymore? I mean, a computer just does math better. So it's just, you get a good developer, they make some good scenarios like this. Yeah, it can last a long time. I don't think, even with 20 people, yeah, there's only 3 days left. There we go. Boom. Most valued company. That should be it. Alright, so we got 4,700 experience for that, plus all this massive money. Very happy with that outcome. This is completely done. I think we're going to try to wrap this one up since there's only 3 spots left. That's completely done. This one we haven't even started. And let's get this completely done. So we could, this will slow our bleeding. This just makes constructing new buildings cost less. Why would I not take that? The age might be nice. I have 1,000 left. It's not enough to completely finish anything. But we did. We finished 2 full trees. We have 1 full tree we haven't even started. And a lot of this. So what did I do? I missed 300 experience points at one point. And I'm telling you what, 300 isn't making the difference here. I don't think they give enough experience points in the game for you to actually research everything. And the one thing that's disappointing about this is that the Civil War expansion pack and then the other DLC, the River whatever, there's a River one. Neither of them have this mode where you're gaining experience points. Like they sort of ditched the experience point thing, and to me, the experience point thing is what I love about this game. Well, one of the things, but like it's what sets this train game apart from the others. Now, you could argue that this is too powerful, having all these bonuses. I guess so. I don't know. I think the scenarios are built hard enough that even with these bonuses, you're just breaking even sometimes. All right, next mission. This one should be the last one. It could be wrong. So this guy wants to buy land in Texas. Fell into a trap. Land isn't... Oh, that's right. Oh, it crashed on me. Jerky jerk. I have been running this game all day long. This thing's been running for hours. Alright, let's hit continue. So, this one's annoying. You gotta keep the water and the food constantly maintained. So basically, water and food's gonna be consumed. Just like, if you were delivering stuff to a city. But if the water and food ever runs out, you immediately lose the scenario. So he bought this cattle thing, and basically there's no groundwater. Climate's too dry. So we have to bring all the food in via train. It's a little far-fetched scenario, but it's okay. Now this concept here where you have to constantly keep the water up and never let it go down to zero, you're going to see that a lot in the other expansions. Like they sort of like that. They got a bit of an erection for it. But it's annoying because in this case especially, it's annoying because like right over here, there's water that's available, and you can see it's $500 each. And when you deliver it, you make no money. They don't pay you a dime for it. So you have to make money elsewhere. Then you have to keep running around picking up this water. And then this water dries up. You see there's a stock of 64. But then once that 64 is gone, it's gone. And then another water one will pop up somewhere else on the map. Early in the game, it can really hose you. Because if you're not going a certain direction, then, the water doesn't do you any good. Now here, you can see, we started in Corn Trail. We literally have nothing. We got these things that demand water, and our ranch, which is going to drain our money and do nothing else, and that's it. So I got two things that are draining our money. We have of course, our thing, and I don't even think we have a city hall here. Oh, they do give you two trains, so we have a Jervis, two Jervises. So that is helpful. And you can see here we're at 99,000, and I thought we were up against other players. I guess I'm wrong. Nope, right here. American Industries. I would swear there was another one. And maybe you saw it and I missed it. See, I think the very last scenario, you're up against two other players. So American Industries is here. And let's do like we always do, right? Buy. And here you got 549 days to gather 30 water. And it does tell you where the water is available, so you don't have to search the map. That part I I appreciate. Um, so getting back to this, there's water here, so that's not too far away. But where's the grain? There's grain here, but oh yeah, I remember this now. If you're gonna buy grain though, you're buying it from the enemy because every grain field's owned by the competitor. So, see how it's blue? And then this one over here is blue. All the grain's owned by the enemy. Now, one thing I can tell you, there's another blue one. In the expansions, they do some cool stuff, and I think you might be able to do it in these final scenarios. But like, for example, this generates coal. And let's say you grow this town enough that a piece of land becomes available for sale. When you buy it, one of the buildings you can build actually is another coal generator. So you can make it generate coal from two places. So it'll generate double the coal, basically. I tried to do that earlier in the campaign while we were playing, and it didn't let me do it. So it's something that apparently the developers didn't think about until later. Because in other scenarios and stuff, I can do that. And it's just, whatever's available in the list. Alright, so this is a conundrum. So even if I wanted to buy grain from the other enemy player, and I think I'm going to have to, because I think right now I'm just trying to generate water, but they're eventually going to tell me I need to get grain. And that's going to be very problematic because the closest one is way up here or way over here. Houston is decent size. Galveston's even larger. It's really funny. There's a show on Netflix called The Texas Killing Fields. So apparently there's these fields in between Houston and Galveston, and this is like I-45 or whatever. And like there's all these dead women, and over the couple decades there's just this massive amount of killing spree going on, and it's like, man, that's a crazy place. The grain is nice because then you can run a farm, but obviously, so here's the part where it gets problematic. This dude, American Industries, I just bankrupted him. But the moment I buy grain from him, he's gonna expand, and that little sucker is gonna get his train going and start doing things. So one of the things I like to do is, for example, if he has a train that he runs out to the coal mine, I then buy the coal mine from him. So every time he buys coal, he's buying it from me. That is one of the tricks I do. It has mixed bag results. But let's get it back to the here. If I wanted to do a passenger run, there really isn't one. You got Shreveport here that has 7. And like we said, Galveston and Houston are great, but they're right next to each other. Actually, the other good one is San Antonio, which, of course, the jerk starts there. If we did connect the track, we have to connect to his station. We can't put repair stations or anything in there, but we could theoretically connect to his track and then run over here to like Galveston and just have a back and forth. But if he ever purchases his own trains, then he could be using my track to do the same thing. So I don't know how much we really want to help this guy. It would help us, except this is a very long trip just to get down to San Antonio. So I got to do something else in the meantime. Alright, grain is out. We got steel mill components, but that's a really difficult one to start the game with. There is a steel mill right here. And Wichita Falls. Ooh. What if I connected to Wichita Falls and had that sucker go get a highway going all the way down That would be amazing money, but I gotta make money some other way though before I do that. Because just running this track up to there is gonna be a big deal. This here, this Fort Worth, of course, we're going to... I think I'm going to have to just do Waco to Dallas. So I'm just going to come straight across. Now if I do Waco to Dallas, that does interfere with my my highway. I think that's what I gotta do though. How else am I gonna make money? I can do the Jervis that just do passengers in between here. I'm gonna have 7 and 7. It's at least semi-decent. I'm also gonna have to connect to Fort Worth so I can get water. This isn't pretty. Even Dallas down to here is going to be a decent money. I don't have to go to Wichita. Although that would be nice because of it being in the corner of the map like it is. Alright, that's 31 grand. That's 31 grand. This is definitely going to be wonky. That's 20 grand. Three or four? There's 7 total. Ay ay ay. $64 miles an hour. I think I can afford to do a fourth one. 56. Then I'll have train 2. You can only carry 2 water. Jeez Louise. We're going to get a John Bull. This is actually, you can make it so it'll skip this. So it won't wait to deliver this. So you could make it so so it'll deliver these two, but then if this one can't be delivered, it'll move on. Alright, let's go. Having 2 Jervises doing 4 people back and forth here is going to be overkill. So Dallas Burns bought the sawmill. So he's toast. Almost 8 grand in the hole. It's going to be 500 for each of those waters. Got to get a repair station up. They are not... Every 37 seconds feels like forever. Yeah, this is just not working. Having two trains doing the same route is just brutal. My overdraft is still negative 200,000. I think I need to. Well, connecting to Houston sounds great, but that's just too much money. Austin is possible. Ooh, that's actually very possible. $31 grand more. Perfect. So I'm going to take this T2. We're not going to go to Dallas. Instead, we're going to go to Austin. And I'm going to have it skip and just go right now. They are flying. I don't even think I have research on the Jervises. I should go down here and steal his little lumber. Because look at him. He's got like everything he needs to run an empire. He even has oil. Jerk. I didn't make that much money with the Dallas run. Because I'm falling further in a hole here. $2,300 times 4. We got this guy cranking. I should get a little bit more from this one. But here's where I logjam, right? Because they're both looking for people, and there aren't any to be found. Dallas has a little bit extra. $31.20. So it's like the same as delivering grain. Ugh. This is brutal. Given how much I spent though, and it only cost like 30 grand, I wonder if I could have run down to Houston or Galveston. We may want to restart. Because look at this. I'm going from here all the way down to here. My problem is still going to be supply on this side because I only have 5 people. Or here, 7 people. So I know the repairs are taking forever, which does make the bleed worse, but it's allowing Waco to resupply. What a horrible start this is. I remember this scenario, and I remember having to restart this one several times last time. Things will randomize, so if I restart the mission, the cities, of course, will be right where they are, but the goods won't necessarily be the same. Some goods stay, others get randomized. So there's just not enough cargo. So I need to deliver other stuff. So one guy should be doing the beer runs. Another one like grabbing logs and delivering them. So that Jervis is just not a good train for me doing that kind of stuff. There is oil here. There is an oil refinery there. I don't have anywhere that buys gas at the moment. Alright, this guy wants lumber. Lumber is a little advanced, mister. I would need to use a sawmill first. Uh-oh, he raised his office to level 2. This guy means business. We're almost out of the woods. How bad is it if I went... $74 grand. $81 grand. And if I went from here, since I already laid some track, $78. Not that much cheaper. 51,000 in soil excavation. And look at this. Cottonfield Textile Factory. this is a decent location for the water. And having 64 tons of it is also decent. Because sometimes you only have 5 tons. So you connect there, you grab 5, and then you have to connect somewhere else. It's annoying. So that part was good. And you can see more water appeared. I do have profit. I could have, for example, purchased a finance thing and maybe, taken a loan. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to come out of here. That's a very expensive thing to do, but we're going to do it. That's going to be expensive as well. Whoops. That's 110. All because I wanted to... I bet I could straighten this up a little bit. Wonder what the deal is with the elevation. Elevation of 5 is bad. So let's say I just crossed the bridge and then came down this way. There we go, 85,000. I'll do it. This guy. He's going to Waco. Instead, we're going to go this way. Let's go to Galveston. Or is he already moving? Dang it. Okay. So, instead, he's going to go to Dallas. And then this guy... I'm going to go from Austin to Galveston. So we're going to just cut it in half. Have one guy go each way. The only problem is they have to cross through each other at the moment. And yeah, Waco doesn't have anybody. It's just going to have to deal with it. And we're going to have to also deal with bleed. Until these guys start generating their revenue. Okay, where's this jerk going? Austin to Dallas. Dallas is up here. Oh no. You upset me so much. So I'm not even going to get this revenue. I wonder if I can get... I wonder if I'm going to get credit for delivering passengers back to the town they came from. Let's find out. Oh, it delivered them and I got nothing for it. Alright, 77,000, not good. Alright, that's like the equivalent of selling 4 meat. Ooh, he raised his office to level 3. He means serious business. That's like selling 4 meat. Well, 4 meat's better than 4 grain. I did get it to go down. Meat is not that bad of a price. Early game meat sales will get you ahead. Or at least out of a hole. I'm assuming this guy sold something, right? Yep. Here we go. We're at -9. We're making progress. Slowly but surely. Do I dare? I gotta get a repair shop back. Actually, this place is the best place. And then this one doesn't have a repair shop. We are in the positive. I was able to buy some repair shops. Obviously, that's a significantly long time. We were able to get that reduced. $28,000. This would be insane. I'd be going 80 grand in debt and basically making a huge move to make textiles to sell to that city hall. And then I would have to eventually connect up to Houston so I could sell to these two places. But you see, textiles can make some decent money. Thing is, if I go 80 grand in debt, will these other two trains be able to carry my load? I mean, we did sort of go 80 grand in debt already. And they pulled me out. Let's try it. We gotta get aggressive. Look at that. That's 10, 12, 15. I can't even carry 15. I'll carry 10. I would love to own the field or own the Hallettsville, but It's the best I can do. Negative 105. Alright, so the Dallas run took me down almost 15. That's pretty good. Since my daily rate is only 425 bucks, that helps. Then this is starting to bleed, but then we're going to get to Galveston, which will help. And while this gets here, this guy's moving. As far as our main quest goes, we're at 200 days and we only need 6 more. We're good. Fort Worth only has 8 more though, so I am going to have to find another spot. Post incentives for mail in Galveston, so they're going to pay more money for mail. I just don't have anybody else. Oh, Austin does have mail. Let's do this. It's going to have to wait. That waiting is going to hurt a little bit. He won't have to wait after this. This is going to hurt. 1,300 apiece times 15. But then when it sells, it's going to be $4,000 a piece times 15. Who needs cotton? Too far away. Way too far away. There it is. So water's gone. So we're out of water. Alright, where else do we got? Shreveport. Way on the other end of the map. Houston. Doable. We already have a path to Dallas, but it's going to interfere. Well, you know what? Since he has to go back this way anyways, we might as well just drop it off. Oh, look, he already... No. Wrong guy. So we're going to go further and further into debt, because that's $7,000 each. And I gotta buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. But then I'm gonna get 13,000 there. So the more these passengers can just eat up the debt, the better off we are. Prophets in San Antonio raised to level 4. He's gonna... His people are gonna be babbling soon. He's building a building so tall. There it goes. So we were able to mitigate the debt quite a bit. And then this should just mitigate it substantially. Just like that. That's how it's done. Then we'll buy a bunch more. Okay, so now we gotta make sure we always have water. Now we gotta grab grain. Lots of it. And so, see? We have to gather 30 grain while keeping the water in stock. So the best way to keep the water in stock is to never stop doing the water runs. And here you can see they consume one every 30 seconds. So the John Bull is going to potentially not be able to keep up. And then they will give us, they're giving us 547 days to find grain, which we can do. There's one here, and there's one all the way up here. The problem with the grain is, like we said before, this jerk is going to start making money off of me because I have to buy the grain from him. And the moment that happens, he's going to start expanding everywhere. So I at least have this pathway to Galveston in place, which I'm happy with. And I want to get this going for 20 grand, because we're going to have to eventually connect to there with this dude. We're going to run out here. But for now, we're good. It might be nice to buy the textile factory. I know this costs a lot, but paying 7 grand for each of these is brutal. Even if I'm getting 4 grand for each of those. That would make the 12 grand I'm getting here that much juicier. $90 grand. I could do it, but I gotta get the grain thing going too. So if I use the track to go up and get this grain this way, I can use some of that track to eventually connect to Wichita Falls and do my ultimate shenanigans. But if I connect to this, then I'm blocking my highway. So if I connect to this, I'm also blocking my highway. There's nowhere else to go. There's no other grain to get. Maybe over here. So I can come out and go. That's very expensive. I need to figure this out. I have grain all the way up here in the corner of the map. Doesn't matter where I buy it from, he profits. Just the same. Maybe my dream of doing a highway from Wichita Falls down is just a pipe dream. I mean, Dallas straight down could be something. We're making it grow a little bit. The grain's really far away. I gotta get this started now. So whatever I decide, I need to do it now. We're going to make it a straight shot for him. Unfortunately. This is way overkill, but I'll do it. Buying 15 of them from this jerk. He's gonna make so much money. Now the trick is, I can put another building up for auction if he has enough. Make him go bankrupt again. So we could calculate this out. 800 times 15, 15 times what? 5 is 60. No, 4 is 60. So obviously 10 of them at 800 a piece is going to be $8,000. 8,000 is going to get him enough to lay track and do stuff. You'll see him start to become active. Maybe $8,000 isn't quite enough. I mean, he needs what, 13,000 to get a friendly? Oh, he just raised to level 5. Did you see that? He means serious business. Okay, so this here is full. So this guy, when he gets all of this, we're not going to go back to Galveston this time. That will pay 13 grand. We're just going to go there. So we'll go to Houston and then to Galveston, and there just won't be anything left to drop off when he gets there. That's how we'll do it. So nothing for him there. We're going to finish this quest in like nothing, no time. See, look, this dropped to 19, even though... So I gotta upgrade this guy. Because he's not keeping up. The water drainage is so bad, see? You gotta have like a top-notch train. So we're gonna get... We're gonna get 8 of them. This guy's gonna get another 8 grand from us. So that'll be 16 grand. He'll be able to buy his first train. Galveston no longer demands textile. That's bad. I don't know what's going on. He's not carrying any textile. Fine. This little cotton thing is getting us some decent money. In fact, I'm gonna... Oops. What did I just do? Cancel. 4, 5, 6, 12, yeah, 15. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this guy. Now he has 2 plots of land, and watch, because he has 16 grand, he'll go against you. So watch, I'm gonna try to buy a plot of land in his area. Maybe he spent his 16 grand. So I'm buying all the land in his area. That's funny. And then if he wants to run his sawmill here, we're gonna buy his logging camp. Two could play at this game, jerk. Although I did just spend an awful lot of money on stuff that I could have used for other purposes. If I could figure out how to do clothes, I can actually. It's going to be expensive. Alright, so this guy, instead of delivering there, he's going to have to deliver there. I'm going to buy the clothes factory. Alright, so Dallas is out of water. So I got to pause and figure this out. This is the annoying part. So Dallas has... So we're going to go back to Corn Trail, drop off 3. See, it's down to 15, so it's getting even worse. Houston's far away. Oh, Waco has water. That'll do it. And that's actually going to help. Where is he? He's at Dallas, so he's going to go through Waco. So we'll go to Waco. I'm just going to cut this 3 short for now. He's raising grain prices, so 3,000 per carriage. So yeah, so not only do we have to keep supply of grain, but it's 3,000 each. Jerk. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a warehouse. And we're going to trade our leather to there as best as we can without using the jerk's farm. But I do have to get a trading department. Jervis is cheaper. See, Galveston requires clothes. I would love to do this contract. 7. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sign. So we got this guy going, and what he's going to do is he's going to deliver the cloth to that clothes factory right there. We're a little bit in a hole in the moment. He still hasn't done anything. What are they proposing? Oh man, they're going to reduce my passenger price by 70%. Alright, so I got this guy going. The problem is I'm not making anything by selling fabric anymore. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's perfect. I forgot about this. Okay, so we're going to be delivering grain and water, as you know, but he's going to produce meat and leather because it's a cow ranch. And they buy water 130% higher. They don't pay anything for water, you jerk. So we have to constantly take from these and deliver somewhere, lest it spoils. So what that means is, we got 2 tracks here, and we can connect to this track that goes down to Austin. I may have to double track Austin at some point, but we are going to have to get some trains to deliver these goods. And it shouldn't be too hard because meat is in demand here and there, so lots of places take it. I can dump leather at this clothes factory, but we happen to have one that we just built. The problem is they produce very, very slowly. So 1 every 60 seconds. So it's really hard to depend on this. But it's doable. So what I can do is I can get 2 John Bulls. And the first one is just going to wait for 4 meat and deliver it. And just keep that going until Waco no longer needs any meat. And since this is producing 1 every 60 seconds, it'll probably never happen. And then the other one, we can do a John Bull. We can get 5 of those and come down here. And what I'm going to do is, what I could do is I could deliver to the clothes factory, which needs them. Or I could deliver to the warehouse, because we're going to be using the warehouse to buy them. Oh, look at this. We got a contract. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a contract to deliver them. That's right. So where's the other dude? Yeah, we're not going to Waco. Gotta go down to there. So it's not going to be very dependable. And I can't wait any longer. I gotta buy some. And they're expensive. And look, it takes 2 of them. Or no, I bought the wrong thing. Oh. So I can just sell these to the city. There we go, I got 20 grand back. There. That'll help us make quite a few clothes. And then this guy, when he goes to Houston, we're going to pick up some clothes. How many? 7. And deliver it to that contract. So right now the only thing making me money are these guys. And the grain's actually costing me 3 grand a pop. See, just avoiding overflow is no big deal. The water, because we have the bigger train, we're finally keeping the water in stock. Oh, there's no water left in Waco. So now we're back to this dilemma again. So we got Houston to Shomingo. Way the bloody up there. Well, Dallas has it again. Well, we're getting lucky that we keep getting one that's nearby. So let's go to Dallas. Does he have? Oh, he's got the 7 clothes. Excellent. We're gonna make some big time money right here. $273,000. Excelente. We're back in business. Okay. He hasn't done much. We haven't really bought anything because we had a train that had so many grain. We were just sitting there waiting to unload our grain. So now we're finally going out to buy some new grain. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to duplicate these two. And it does mean I have to duplicate this track. Just to there. Oh yeah, in here. This is becoming a busy place. That ate up a lot of my profits. But it is helping all my trains to move, which is good. We got this nonsense going on again. I don't know if this is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's just that it's taken him 5 times 60 seconds to go deliver the meat. So that's why more of this has been generated. I mean, do I buy more John Bulls? Yeah, let's... I mean, I don't want to do an 80 grand thing. I mean, we could try to do like a Mogul or a Mennon. Do another John Bull. We'll copy this one too. Come on. It's occupied by the train that has stopped because I deleted track. Come on. See, this guy, he needs to go south, and he can't because I deleted. So what I gotta do is this nonsense. I'm not gonna connect it because the freaking train's in the way. And then I have to do this to restore that and that. Then I have to do one of these shenanigans so he can get to where he needs to go. There. Now stop being a jerk. Alright, Dallas requires coal. That might be doable. Coal is just right here. I mean, there's a bit of a down and up, but you need 16 of them. I get 100 grand. $400 days. Come out the back of Dallas. This will be more expensive, but it's a more direct route. Yeah, I'm in debt now. Dallas could be a significant steel mill. We're going to go ahead and do the bowl. Sign the contract. Right, so we've got T4 here. I need to make at least 2 more shirts. Eventually, as long as I don't have these stupid contracts here, we could get leather from our farm. 1, 2. So we can let them go. That'll actually get us to 9. I only had to buy 1. This guy still hasn't bought anything. I'm very surprised by that. I mean, look, we're going to pay 3 grand each for his grain. I know I'm doing this thing where I only buy a bunch at once. Maybe I haven't unloaded all my grain yet. Maybe that's the reason. But yeah, the water is precarious. And then what I have to do next is I have to assign 2 trains to do the water. But I'd like to get out of this debt first. Get that maintenance thing better. Here we go. Speed it up a little bit. I'm on top of these at the moment. Oh yeah. If I don't do this, then the trains have to go a really long way to get back home. They had to turn right and just to turn left. So there we go. I'm gonna go spend 3,000 times 15. So he's gonna make a lot of money. He's gonna make 4,500 from more than 4,500. Holy crap! Is that really 30? Yeah, it is. It's gonna be 45 grand. He's gonna get. Let's figure out what we could put up for auction that costs 45 grand. It's gonna be grain, but he has all those. That's 57 grand. I don't know if I want to put a log up for sale or auction. There's 75. This log's all the way on the other end of the map. Maybe we could do that one. Or one all the way up here in the corner. Cotton is 61. That might do the trick. Problem is then I'm going to be stuck buying a cotton if I underestimated his money. So there it is. He's definitely making the money. So you'll see him start to lay track. Now, if I plan this right, I can start an auction and it'll drain him. Maybe I can do that for the logs here. I don't know if I want... Because if I lose this, I really want those logs. I guess I could just outbid him. But see, I'm at minus 70,000. This is not a good time for me to be doing a price war with him. Oh, that thing didn't pass. Good. Oh. See, look, I'm unable to drop off any more cotton, so he got stuck. So we're just going to dump the cotton. Okay, we got 48 water in Waco. Dallas only has 3 left. Once I can afford it, I'm going to buy a second train to go get water. The grain is more than able to keep up. Just keep checking on him to see what he's doing. I know I'm running the train slow. I'm doing a lot of thinking right now. My apologies. So it makes it boring to watch. Alright, so we're dumping off all these, which is fine. the shirts we're going to sell. Right there. That's going to make us a ton of money. Where's Anderson? So we can buy that wood cheap. Here we go. 28 grand, 28 grand. This thing, we only need 8. So after selling everything, we just want to skip. We're not going to get any cotton this round. Take your time already. There we go. Alright, so by not loading any cotton, we're avoiding the issue where that's going to fill up. And it also, because we're paying for every cotton we pick up, so that saves us some money too. Alright, we once again ran out of water. This dude in Dallas. So we're going to get rid of Dallas. Add Waco to the mix. We're going to be too short. Go to Waco. Go. Then we're going to get another one. Because another place that has water, I thought was down here. Tishomingo. It's all the way up there. $47 grand. So much money just to keep up with the water. The water, by the way, disappears over time. So if you don't buy it, it just goes away, which is what happened down in the other area. We're starting to get busy. So we need some pathways here. Need to pause. It's a horrible intersection, but we'll do it. Austin needs textile. 216,000. That might be a nice diversion. So for example, we got all this set up. I have all this textile. I'm going to sign this. We're going to get rid of all these delivery spots. He's going to go to Austin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's going to be 1 short. Come on. We're going to come back for 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to come back up here. Add that there. No. Then we're going to come back and do 1. Like that. Then we'll resume normal. That means I need to probably connect. Like so. He's going to have to zigzag a bit before we can fulfill that. That's well on its way. These contracts here are just annoying, but I guess we get 100 experience points. Right, what do we got here? There it is! Finally, the 10-wheeler. Way too expensive for us. But we should probably get that Jervis. See, we have nothing upgraded on this guy. New land in Corn Trail. Boy, if grain wasn't making him so much profit, I would love to make a farm. He still hasn't done anything though. Got all these guys waiting for a free track. Raise me 500,000, so to fund a trial. Jesus. That's a lot of money. We could get... Thing is, I can't even afford to build anything, but we could get a wood mill going here. Yeah, we're pretty far in the hole. We need our passengers to be making us some money here. And by owning these businesses, I'm not making the incremental money. I only get the big money from the clothes factory, which of course I've been not delivering to at the moment. But the moment I fulfill this, look, we just got 100 grand. That helped. Then we'll get 216. So that train is probably sitting there doing nothing. So what we can do at Dallas is, for example, that's going to pay 4,400, or we can do this for 3,960. Either one of those works. Or go ahead and deliver there. both of these sitting at 30, just the way we want them. The meat is somehow bleeding over into here, which is fine. Alright, we got that going up to 10. This guy's still not doing anything. Galveston asks for meat. It's too hard. We gotta deliver these things for now. Let's speed it up. I eventually have to fix this guy once we come up here and deal with all this. Yeah, we're gonna make tons of money right now. Ooh, when we completed that leather objective, they paid us 128,000. Very good. Alright, so we've got a couple of things going on here. T4. Let's just reset it all. Now, we could deliver more here because he's paying 12 grand a pop. It's not bad. And that is how we were making our money initially. Okay, we're going to buy 15 of those. He needs all 15. Then we're going to pick up 10. And we're delivering 10. Then we're going to pick up 10 and deliver 10. At least for now. I mean, I gotta eventually deliver shirts somewhere else, and there is nowhere else that wants shirts. So we're sort of dealing with a high-end good that nobody else wants. But for now, that'll make us some money. And then this guy here has nowhere to go, but we have a clothes factory. So we can definitely deal with that. And see this guy here. We can deliver the leather to the clothes factory, and that'll save us from having to buy it through the warehouse. But we are going to buy some through the warehouse right now. 5 of them. So that way this keeps running. Hopefully this is a meat delivery. There we go. At some point, I want to get this to maybe go up to Dallas, although this is in the way. And if I did, then I can maybe get a highway going between Dallas and down there. Dallas does have 10 people. This Austin one is congested. So to have the highway, plus you're going to make more money, right? Because right now Dallas is going to Austin and then back up to Dallas. So we're making 5 grand. This one's making 5 grand. If I can have them all coming down to Galveston, we can make some bigger money and then maybe make a dedicated highway. Because this here would just be used by the speed demons. I may have to go around Tyler though. Or now that I'm connected up here, I could actually change which wheat field I'm connecting to. That I think might be a plan. Man, he still hasn't done anything. We are dropping in money. Going the wrong way. It's probably because I just bought all that grain. He has to have enough money to lay track now. If I try to buy this land, we could see if he sucks it up. Because he will always compete with you. Once I get over the 500,000, I think that he's going to take the money away from me. That's my only problem with it. I could have these guys bring back passengers now. I didn't even think about that. Because look, there's passengers here. Yeah, we could do that. So let's pause for a second. They won't move as fast. What do we got? Wood. Too far away. There we go. See, look, I had the 500,000 and then he took it. And look, they gave us a new one for leather. Another 128 grand if I deliver 20 leather. So I should probably do that. How many more do I need? Gosh, I need 10 more? I can't afford to do that. Those clothes definitely make me some money. Alright, these guys that are bringing the leather down, I have to change their delivery again. And I need somebody else I need them to grow, so they need their own shirts. Who else needs shirts? And we're out of water again. Okay. So as soon as I stopped getting water, he had water. We just bought a bunch of wheat again. This guy should have enough money to go. Another grain contract, which, as you know, I'm not doing because that's giving this dude money. Not buying grain unless I have to. This guy should... What he does is he comes out this side to connect to the logging camp, and then comes out this side to connect to New Braunfels, and then he delivers logs to here and to here for his money. Okay, we got another water ran out, and now it's in Dallas. And I'm okay with going back to Corn Trail first. Now they have 2 trains doing the water, I don't have to fear so much. And then this grain guy I'm not worried about at all. He's carrying plenty of grain, but I am going to change where he buys it from. And then we're going to... I might regret that later, but for now... Yeah, they just keep giving me contracts that go to Houston. Over and over again. Alright, that was really good money, but that gravy train has just run its course. He's at 18. Galveston no longer demands lumber, and now they want paper. So I think it's time. Watch, he's gonna do a bid war with me on this. If he does, then I need 20 grand. He did not. Wow, this guy is really low on money. Alright, and then this we need to upgrade. And we need more tracks. Come on. I better not make it go so fast. And we need more tracks on this side. We definitely need more tracks here. Okay, so now we got all this in place. I think this is the less busy side. I mean, it'd be nice to just buy a consolidation, and it's a bit of an overkill. So John Bull, you know what? I can afford it. Let's just do it. Perfecto. Alright, so now we got that going. Then eventually we'll be able to get the paper. And we have wood that we can use for all sorts of purposes. And we'll be able to make some decent money. And I'm going to go ahead and buy that logging camp. You gotta be careful, because when they outbid you, I usually don't play with my headphones on. I'm watching TV while I play or whatever, so I never pay attention to the fact that I got outbid. I'm still amazed with him getting all that money that he still hasn't done anything. Right, I got this guy coming in, but I'm not going to be able to do anything with the shirts. So I'm going to remove them from his itinerary. At least not for now. We got to let this guy burn the shirts, or somebody else needs to start needing shirts. Come on. How's this railroad? There we go. Right, we're sitting pretty. Here you can see we're delivering the people, and we're actually getting some decent money from that. Alright, I am going to try our plan here. Straight up. Technically we're going to Dallas. So I do need to cross. And we'll come into the back end of Dallas. And let's get another one. Alright. So we have this guy that goes between Austin and Dallas. I think I'm okay. I'll leave that a B. Then we have one that goes between Austin and Galveston. I'll leave both of them B. What we're going to do instead is we're going to get our new ones. The Americans have been pretty good. 4 and 2. we'll do it just like that. And then we're going to copy it and get another one. That does put us in debt, but we should make some good money. And I know we're not going to Galveston, but that's fine. Houston is good enough. It'll just create too much traffic jam down here. Alright, so we got this going. We need a paper mill. So this is as good a place as any for one. Oh, you know what? We could have done one right there. It's okay. I'm okay with owning the land. I just got to remember that I own it. I think I own land here. Oh, I did. I bought the sawmill. That's right. So this was actually a decent thing to do. Printing house, 99,000. I probably don't want to do that yet. When this passes, oh, look at this, new land. So what I could do is actually put the paper mill right here so I don't have to transport the paper. Then I'm just transporting books. That would work. The other option is just to put the paper mill here, because the only person buying books is here, so I can just sell my books directly. Then I don't have to transport the books. Corn Trail is growing because we keep buying and selling. I do have 2 pieces of land. I wouldn't even have a clue what to do with them. We will sell our goods 25% cheaper. Oh, you jerk. So now we're losing 25% on all of our money. All of our sales. Alright, so we could try this out. Nope, this isn't a source. I was going to say, like, if this was the cotton source, actually this one is. So let's check it out. At the very top, it'll have, just cotton. Because, it has a cotton field. So you could actually create another cotton field. And it doesn't let me do that here. Yeah. And then I jacked up the price of the leather. 15 grand. See that minus 2,300? I think that's because of the 25% discount. Jerk. Here we go. This is one of our first passengers from Dallas. What are we going to make? 11 grand? 7 grand per passenger? 11 grand for the mail? I'm good with that. That got us right out of the... We could just keep upgrading crappy stuff. Or do we try to get the 10-wheeler out? That's a big price. We actually are going to get Jervis's quite often. So we'll just keep upgrading that for now. We are in the hole. I don't know why. What did we just do to get in the hole? We bought something significant. Our 2 trains here. Oh, look at this. This jerk is taking our track, slowing us down. This guy needs to change where he's selling. I sort of wish he wasn't consuming all of our leather and I could deliver some here. I mean, technically, I guess I could. I could send one of the guys, like this one, to just always deliver here. Because 5 is enough to last me a while. I bet this guy's stuck again. Nope. Dallas ran out of water. We're at 14 here. I'm going to go ahead and grab 7, I think. Somebody's going to eventually need water. This guy. So who has water now? Fort Worth. Where's our grain guy? That's a water guy. Oh, I could see how I could be creating a log jam here. There he is. Oh, he just arrived. Just getting a tad bit nervous there. So our shirts are going to sell for less now because of that jerk lowering prices. Those passengers are still getting us some good money. So those aren't selling for less. Job well done. We're at 370,000. Gotta make sure this jerk doesn't outbid me. He still hasn't laid his track. Oh, did that incentive never passed? This will get us some nice money. That'll also get us some nice money. Now we'll go ahead and get that paper factory up. That'll get the sawmill moving again. As for this guy, I'm gonna sell if he's over 15. Yeah, I'm sort of stuck. This city needs to start demanding clothes. So I gotta wipe the clothes off the menu again. And I bought all this cotton, and I don't even need the cotton either. I forgot about this. Ah. I should have noticed this earlier. There we go. That'll delay him a bit because he's going to have to wait for more textile to be made. And I'm okay with that because he has nothing really to do. We can deliver the textile here fine and dandy, but the there's only room for 6 more because we're not making any clothes. We're buying a lot of grain from this guy. He's eventually got to start doing something. Maybe he went so far in debt. Because remember how he raised his tower to level 5? I don't know. I don't know what he did. But he is still not doing anything. At this point, I remember him at least having a little... Because I remember playing this game with him where I was buying the logging camp and stuff. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that I bought his logging camp. So he's pouting. Alright, we've loaded 3 of them already. We could sell them here, no problem. That'll make us some decent bucks. In fact, let's set that up. So when we go to Houston, we're going to sell the 10 to there. For now. So a little bit of micromanagement with this, but this is getting me some decent money and keeping me in the game. And I am almost at $1 million now, but I feel like I could blow through it like nothing. And I have no other industries really rolling. I got the paper, I guess, going. I could try to connect to Shreveport. We could get some nice east-west passenger action. I don't know where because we got all of our highways blocking things. I mean, Dallas can only handle so much. It's already out of people. And I really probably should get this steel mill going, because nothing's worse than having to wait for a steel mill to catch up. Seems like overkill, but we'll do it. We do have enough money. We can finally get this researched. 273 days, $280,000. Oof. Alright, there's only 1 day left, and I think we're fine. You just can't let it get up to 20. So, that was the mission. So it's a little annoying, but we made it work. We got 3,100 experience. The meat and leather, this was, I think, an infinite quest type of thing. So I guess somehow, if we would have been able to deliver meat and leather faster, so we could have maybe bought our own farm, which is possible. Keep buying grain from the other guy, which I was avoiding, right? We could have cranked out our own meat and leather and just actually planted it right in Houston, and just had it basically feed the contracts instead of waiting on, the stuff from up above. We could have done that, I guess, and maybe we would have. I mean, at 100,000 and 122,000 each time. I mean, maybe that would have been much more lucrative. I probably did this harder than necessary now that I played it and understand it better. And I know I've beaten this before, but I don't remember these later missions. I keep telling you it's the last one, and then here I am. We've got another one coming. So let's get this going. I actually really like buying buildings for less price. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4 away from having this one completely done, and then this one hasn't started. We're just not going to have enough experience points, even with me. No way for companies to coexist. One of you needs to go. You have to take over the rival company by purchasing 100% of its shares. I remember this. And the moment you purchase 100% of his shares, it ends. So basically, this is truly Railroad Tycoon 3 style. At 1885, shares will become available, and we can start buying shares of his stock and our own stock. And then I think what I remember doing with this is I bought our stock. And then, of course, our company keeps becoming more and more valuable because we're growing. And then I turned around and just sold the crap out of my stock and then used it. I got like 50 million and then used it to buy all of his shares. I do think the game ends when I buy all of his shares, if I remember correctly. And I do remember this is the last mission. Because I was thinking to myself, boy, this is getting really fun now. And then boom, it ends. So I don't think there's anything more after this. So we've got 179 days before stocks become available. But as always, you got to find your lumber camp out here. and it does work, by the way. We're going to bankrupt this guy, right? And so he's going to have no money, like always. And then because he has no money, his shares are going to be dirt cheap. It's real easy to just trounce him. So here he starts. It's Miller and Company, right? We're in. It looks like we're in Kansas because this is Pittsburgh, Kansas. Wichita, that must be Nebraska. There's Kansas City, Topeka, Lincoln, Omaha. Is this really geographic, or do they just have it all randomized? Isn't that Wyoming? So this just must be like a really large. This is Dodge City. What Dodge City is it? That was in Great Bend. Hmm. Okay. Well, there you go. This is the final map. They start here at Enid Miller and Company. Um, they got an oil refinery. They don't own it, but it's in their city. And they, of course, always have the classic start, right? They have the wheat field near them, so they can crank that out. I don't know what exactly they do, but that is for sure what they're going to do to start. And we start Kansas City being a big behemoth over here on the right. Where do we start? We start way up here in Holdridge with nothing. Yeah, it's pretty typical. Um, Kansas City is where it's at. He's already a size 40, but there's like nothing else. Omaha up here is size 5. Fort Smith, size 5. Actually, his Enid, his is size 5. Pampa. Dodge City, 5. And we got nothing in the corner. It'd be really nice if we did have something in the corner, because that would be a really nice highway. But obviously, with the last mission of the game, they're not going to make it that easy on us. Alright, I know I'm out of time here, so I will end this for now. I think we want to try as hard as we can to get Holdridge to upgrade, because once it does have people, a Holdridge to Kansas City run, as you can see, is not going to be a bad deal. And then we really don't have much else for options. Wichita is, and then Wichita to Kansas City is not going to be as far. Now, I think if I remember correctly, I connected to Kansas City and then used the back end. Instead of using the back end for industry, we just had it go up the map to Omaha and then down the map to Fort Smith. But it gets tricky because like there's a sawmill here, there's lumber here and here, but there's another sawmill there. So I got to decide, okay, which sawmill do I want to use, and which one am I going to sacrifice to the loser? If there was one up here in this corner, I would probably sacrifice this one, but there isn't. We got several sawmills. We got one in here in Beatrice. And there's a logging camp there and there, so I don't want to sacrifice that one. This one has him. Oh, we got 2 of them here. Pittsburgh just being on the edge of the map like it is, I think I would prefer Topeka. I don't think it really matters. Alright. Well, since they spelled it wrong, at least for us, we're going to go ahead and let him have that one. Good luck, mister. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this game. I played this an awful lot today. And I'm done. I'm hosting board games tomorrow, so I gotta actually finish cleaning off my table, get ready for the chumps that are gonna lose. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome.